navigating away from Restream slows down my computer like none other. I'm going to be reading off of my iPad for the stories.
Are you connected
to Mojo?
Okay.
Oh, I got the notification.
Yeah.
I think I will.
So we are.
Is there anything? I feel like there's more I need to be doing. It's weird that. I don't
know. Mel, I think you're supposed to get us to go live, right? Or did you? Oh, we are already live.
Yeah.
Did you do that, or did Rusty?
Well, he did.
I did it. Hopefully.
Okay.
Do you want me to? Oh, because we're going off of your internet right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it is or not. I guess we'll just see how it works out. I mean, you're in here; it should be using yours.
Okay.
Who knows?
The live and YouTube notifications.
Because I didn't hit go live on Restream. I just did Mojo 50.
Right. Yeah, I hit the go live. So
okay.
All right, and Rusty, you got the backtrack.
Yes, I do. Where are we at?
Like a minute.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Tech, Kathy, Mike, already in here. Kathy, yep.
We are fixing to be live here, folks. At least on Mojo 50. That's what we're waiting on. 30 seconds. Yes, fixing to. And Tech Crew says, just don't touch anything. It's working. Hey, Paige Rockwell. Kathy in the Berg, Indiana Mike. Oh, here we go. 10 and stuff.
Good evening, and welcome to the OffTrack Syndicate. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, no, I wasn't supposed to read that part. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that was
I am the Knights who say knee. We've got Melissa. She's this way. Melissa Sippy to my left, I think. And then this guy down here. Wait, there we go. This guy down here is oh boy, Lord Reverend Professor Rusty J. Lugnuts.
Lugnuts, yes. There you go.
First of his name. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And welcome back. We are here. We are here for you. It is September 11th. I believe we were gonna say something a bit about it. I'll say this. I did listen to that. What's his name? He's in the chat there. Kinsey Richard. He has a show. I think it's the Metal Container Show or Metal Container Program, something like that.
Tin Can Radio.
Every time. Yeah.
Yes.
So I listened to it, and it was a replay from last year, and it still made me just as sad. And I had to message him saying, 2 years in a row, you got me, man, with the exact same program. So if you haven't heard it already, go ahead and take a listen to that other guy.
Good job, Kenzie.
After listening to us.
Yeah. Exactly. It was weird though. I found that today as far as the news cycle goes, I didn't hear much about 9/11 like I usually do, not until later in the afternoon, and I was really surprised. I guess, something happened. Something else happened this week that was, I guess, more important.
False,
Right.
but okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was really surprised, but, anyway. So what you got? What's going on?
I mean, this is America, so the passing of a foreign monarch is, okay.
Well, no, I get it, and I get the pomp and circumstance, and I get a reaction from the entire world. I mean, of course, it's, pretty important to the world, pretty important to us, our closest ally, because now we have to see there's gonna be change ahead, and I don't normally celebrate anybody dying. I think, it's sad for everybody, but, and I've been watching it, and yeah, I think it's a little bit overdone here, but on 9/11, I think that was a little, I couldn't find anything on 9/11 on the news cycles today. No, I mean, this afternoon, I guess because of the time difference, there's a 6-hour time difference between us and Great Britain, but I was just really surprised.
So Erica kind of had a little post. I don't know if she wrote this herself or not, but it looks like she did on Facebook. It says hashtag never forget, the lives lost, the futures altered, the freedoms America then lost under the guise of safety. With all that we've learned over the last 21 years, the only provable fact we have left is every one of the faces below, and there's a picture of all the faces made into the twin towers. All the faces below belong to a soul that was taken by an evil agenda which still prevails today.
Wow.
Well said.
Yeah, very well said.
I wonder where she took that from.
I don't I don't know.
That's messed up.
Yeah. So, let's move on to something else that's fun and happy. Have either of you guys filled up your vehicles with the ever decreasing prices of gas lately?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
For the first time, it was less than $40.
Oh man, still not right. Still not right.
No, it's still terrible. I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Barbara D. I think she's feeling under the weather. I heard from Jason Goki that she wasn't feeling real well. That's the last I heard. So love you, Miss Barbara D, and hope you get to feeling better. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I got to fill up one of our vehicles with gas today, so I got to feel that intense rush of frustration and anger over it. But you know what? It is what it is. So there are a number of different ways that you can help reduce your cost of save money on gas. Around here we've got some grocery stores that you buy the special on sale stuff. They'll give you so much cents off per gallon of gas. Check your tire pressure. That helps a lot. I know it's the same thing over and over and over again, right? You always hear about the things to save you money.
Check your junk in the trunk.
What we here at the OffTrack Syndicate are here for are to tell you the things not to do in order to save money.
Uh-oh.
One of those things was attempted by a California man. Yeah, he faces 85 years in prison after he blew up his house after trying to convert meth to gasoline.
Meth to gasoline? Really?
That's messed up. That is really messed up.
That is messed up. I don't understand his method of thinking.
Yeah, I don't. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. Yeah. Yeah. He's a novice meth cook. Go figure. He had no knowledge of chemistry except for what he found on online, some recipes on online message boards. And so he got the idea to turn his meth, which I'm sure is probably pretty cheap, must be, I don't know, while on a 7-day drug binge. trying to turn his meth into gasoline for his vehicle. The problem is that what's his name here? Let's give him Tyler Grimes. That's it. That's his name.
Grimes. That's kind of appropriate. Grimes, grimy, and it's kind of what you think of. Yeah, I think he's getting methamphetamine confused with methyl alcohol. I don't even think they're even closely related, other than they got some part of the methyl in it. But you're not going to run anything.
I didn't even think of that.
Possibly so, but I mean, he had recipes from the internet, and if it's on the internet, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah. So, yeah. So sometime during the night, while Tyler was trying to deconstruct his meth into liquid form, an accident happened. Apparently, there are noxious fumes that'll build up, and you need ventilation when dealing with such things. And
I saw that on a documentary called Breaking Bad.
Yeah. He's Tyler apparently is no what's his last name? It's Walter. Well, he's no Walter. He's no
Walter White.
Walter White. There it is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the furnace clicked on, and boom, there went the house. Yeah.
Wow. Did he? I
got a picture. I've got a picture of Tyler, as a matter of fact, right here.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
No, he made it.
He made it.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a methed up looking individual.
The other
Darwin didn't win here.
The other hint in this story that he made it was that he's facing up to 85 years in prison. So I'm just saying,
isn't that a little extreme? I mean, come on.
On the way of dead people, they wouldn't be sending him to prison.
Was anybody else hurt? I mean, I don't know. Was he home alone or?
There's no mention of his Macaulay Culkin status. Okay. So I assume he was home alone.
Yeah, look, I understand. Yes, people need to be punished. They do something wrong. Yes, they need to go to jail. But come on, 85 years. I mean, let's do a little more common sense. If you put somebody into jail for 5 years, you've completely screwed their life up. And if you haven't killed anybody, I mean, come on.
Okay, but all right. So this is what he's possibly being possible jail sentence, right? Prison sentence for that. He was arrested for terroristic actions leading to an explosion. That fair? I mean, that's one charge. And then creation and distribution of meth, and then unlawful use of a domicile for creation of gasoline.
Well,
I mean,
I'm on the fence here. A little, not on his fence, but
no, but
I don't think he's got a fence anymore.
No.
I mean, come on,
So terrorism, did he cause other people? Did he create fear in his community?
Like he was going around telling people he was going to kill them and do all that, and I mean,
I would say blowing up his house probably scared the crap out of his neighbors.
Yeah. Yes, I think a psych eval is warranted.
Right.
Wow.
Seems a little extreme to me.
Drug charges. Yeah. You know who else lost a house this year? Dave Matthews from American Fried Roasters.
That's right.
Yes. Dave from American Fried Roasters. I think he is on vacation right now. So Doc Thompson, when he was still alive, bless his soul, he used to rally all of us up to wow, I can't remember the exact term he used to use, but just flood his mailbox with coffee orders. So when he gets back from vacation, he's all spurred up.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
And if you do go to AmericanFriedRoasters.com, make sure you check out the OffTrack blend. I mean, I know I like it, but I'm also aware that I'm extremely biased. But I've been hearing a lot of positive feedback about the OffTrack blend. So, send a little love to Dave. He did lose his house, and he's working very hard with the Iowa Des Moines Hurricane Relief Charity. So, go to AmericanFriedRoasters.com and check him out. What were we going to say, Rusty?
I just wanted to make that everybody knew he lost his house, but it was not from meth creation. No. We think it might have had something to do with the OffTrack Syndicate blend being so awesome it just blowed the roof off. But that might be pushing it a little bit.
You can't prove that.
No.
You can't prove that. No.
No, and we can't replicate that test or that study. But yes, he's been working his butt off along with other people in Des Moines to rebuild, and I believe they will. So yeah, just go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
OffTrack Syndicate, bitches.
All right. What else does anybody have? I've got.
Hang on, before we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I think there's a delay on my end here, but yes, they are in shutdown mode right now. He's on vacation, but he's still doing he's doing a. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. He's doing a shutdown special at APR, AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Go to the website, the very first page. It'll talk about he's taking donations for Caring Hands, a nonprofit in Altoona that donated space for him to work out of for American Pride Roasters. If you do a donation to them, Dave will send over a special, one of two different kinds of special coffee that he has just for this purpose. So go check it out, AmericanPrideRoasters.com. He's got that up on the main page.
I am definitely going to check that out. Yeah, I'm sure it's absolutely worth it. He does a lot of charity work, but when it hits home, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it really hit home for him this year.
Yep.
Show some love. Show some Jacko love.
Please do. All right, Rusty, you now have my permission.
Oh, okay. I'm good to go here.
You are.
So I guess this is over in the technology front. I found a story that it's got something to do with delivery, package delivery. So we know about Elon Musk's boring company, and not that it's like, uninteresting company, a boring company. It bores tunnels in the ground. Boring company has long been trying.
Not a flamethrower.
Yeah, has long been trying to build underground tunnels for this Hyperloop transit system. He reportedly finished digging said tunnels under Las Vegas Convention Center in 2020, and his company has also won a contract to build a high-speed transit system between Chicago O'Hare and the city's center. But now an Austin-based startup wants to do the same thing, except to transport packages instead of people. Pipe Dream Labs' goal is to enable what it calls hyperlogistics this decade, making it possible to deliver packages in 30 seconds.
Whoa.
When it all gets set up. The idea, I think that's a little bit extreme for, advertising purposes. The idea is to use a network of underground pipes to get packages from a centralized hub to neighborhoods where drivers would pick them up for the last mile delivery, or customers could pick it up directly.
So like an underground system, almost like, well, I know when you go to when people used to go to the bank, they had,
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some go overhead, some go underground.
Yeah. The share of goods being purchased online versus in stores is only historically in the last couple of years going up. So the pandemic obviously skewed the scales dramatically, but people seem to have gotten quite comfortable avoiding the hassle of winding through store aisles. be it groceries, home goods, shoes, clothing, pretty much anything else. But getting this vast quantity of packages from point A to point B every day isn't great for the environment, nor for traffic congestion, which I'm all about.
Yeah.
Lessening traffic. A handful of companies are investing in drone delivery, including Walmart, who just announced an expansion of its drone delivery program this week. But in Pipe Dream's co-founder and CTO, I guess that's Chief Technical Officer, I don't know.
Sounds good.
Drew Drew Belcock, in his opinion, drones aren't going to cut it.
Sorry, Melissa.
Drones,
Bellcock, not Cockbell.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Drones can't be the backbone infrastructure for delivery because if you think about the volume of things being delivered, the skies could be literally covered with drones. Also, it costs 25 times more energy to send something using a quadcopter versus driving it in a small robot on the ground. Once you understand that, you realize ground transportation is obviously how things have to move around.
Yeah, I think it would be difficult. I mean, air traffic controllers. I mean, how would you do that? Like in such a, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but earth, not subterranean level, but how would you create a traffic pattern for drone travel?
Drones have to stay below a certain level. I think it's 400 feet in the air. Air traffic control won't monitor those. They're going to be too darn small.
Right.
They have to make the drones
maybe a smaller version.
And they do. They make the heck is it? Basically, collision avoidance software and sensors on those drones to keep them from smashing into each other.
So these cargo pods that Pipe Dream has designed are 18 inches by 10 inches in diameter, which according to the company's website is big enough to carry 95% of packages meant for home delivery. The pods would move at speeds up to 75 miles an hour, with each pod running on rechargeable onboard batteries, and would be divided into a drive section and a cargo section like a truck and a trailer. And they plan to put terminals strategically located to maximize the number of customers within a quarter-mile radius. And they believe that the goal would be to get the cost of intra-district deliveries down to just 75 cents.
That is very, what am I going to say? Is very, very pipe dreamish.
Yeah. So the other thing that would keep the cost down is the pods would travel through PVC pipes instead of any sort of special steel or anything like that. It's a polymer used to make pipes for water supply, heating and cooling, and all that. The company plans to self-fund installation of the pilot infrastructure using conventional utility bank loans. Plus, they raised $1.5 million in pre-seed funding last October. So, yeah.
Well, the definition of pipe dream is a plan, desire, or idea that will not likely work, a near impossibility, a fantastic or vain hope. Well, I was trying to look up the company and then the definition came online. So I thought that was, I mean, it's a good idea. And I don't know. What do you think, Russ? Do you think it's going to work?
I think it's pretty, it's a big dream to, I don't know. I mean, seems like unless they come up with a way to not tear up. I mean, if they can bore all this stuff underground, which I don't know. I'd have to learn a little bit more about it, I guess, to figure out how deep is these tunnels going to be, you know, how are they going to put them in? What kind of disruption is this going to make, and, you know, to communities, you know, getting it in there. So I don't know. Who knows? Yeah.
I can see maybe it taking off in urban areas, but I'm never going to see it out in my area.
Right. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Definitely not in my area. The water table is so damn high. Are you kidding me?
I think they're
yeah.
I think they're on to something, but I don't know. They need
Well,
to.
that's how science and innovation works. Somebody has an idea, and you go
Yeah.
through and test it and retest it, and somebody comes up with another solution to further enhance that. So, it is a good idea, and I think that's good that they're so optimistic about it.
Well, and I'm sorry, but I'm a realist here. You think about it, and I know PVC. I've worked with PVC. I use it quite a bit. How long before somebody like Rusty said, how deep are they? How long before somebody digs down into there, gets into one of the PVC pipes, and start rerouting these robots up to them so that they can have these packages that are being delivered?
There you go.
Because you
Yeah.
know what? People suck, and they will do that kind of crap if they know how to get it.
Frederator says he wants his packages delivered by cannon, which, hey,
Artillery
that Canon attachment for my. I don't have one for my AR-15. My dad does. The Canon. You take the soda. Yeah, we have such a good time with that.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, the what is that? The launcher, the grenade launcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I know that you're a realist and stuff, but dreams are good. Dreams are really good.
It may lead to something different. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Timmy says they need teleportation systems to deliver my package. Oh my god. Jason Goki, true cornholio in Nebraska.
Nobody knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What do we got here? We got a minute. So, how about that college football? Anybody watch any college football? Huh. Oh, dang it. We'll have to get back on this on the other side.
Saved by the bell.
All right. It wasn't just completely.
No, I think we need to pick it up a little bit.
Right. Yes, Alabama did get lucky. I agree, Barbara. Even though I'm a Bama fan, that was a poor showing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm really into this college football thing, and I really wasn't ever.
I think Nebraska played yesterday too, and I think they
did in the evening,
and they got the crap beat out of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Save it for on air.
Well, I think I'm going to claim, since I've never been into college football before, I think I'm going to claim USM as my team. Southern Miss. Because any other school I'm affiliated isn't really that good.
Join the team.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I went to Southern Miss, so that kind of gives me a bias.
Well, there you go.
So we're going to lead in with college football?
Sure.
All right. I got so many people that got to see the behind-the-scenes work of our genius. Hey, tell him to hit the like button, too.
Right now?
Oh, crap.
Hit the like button.
I don't know what happened, but the sound is gone.
Where?
No, my show track's gone.
Okay.
Anyway, I guess we're back. I think we're back live.
All right.
Dang. I don't know what happened, but it shut down on me.
Well, that's all right. You can fix it while we're talking, right?
No.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes,
Anyway.
it can be. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Are you going to try to fix it? Should we move on
Yeah.
or talk about
We're
college
back.
football later?
So,
yeah.
well, yeah, we can
Okay.
do that. Let's do that. So, how about this? I've got there's a restaurant in the UK that's really tugged at my heartstrings here. Yeah. They've decided to stop catering to vegans because its owners were apparently fed up with their holier than thou attitude.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you been to England?
No.
But you have a restaurant that you love because they are anti-vegan?
Because they got fed up with vegans and they decided to say no more, regardless of all of the people yelling and screaming about how they should cater to them.
Yeah, because it's that self-righteousness that they have sometimes.
Exactly. Self-righteousness pisses me off. So
Me too.
the kitchen at London House said it posted its new veganless menu for the owner's new restaurant and received swift backlash. Surprise, surprise. Some nasty people felt that it's their place and right to criticize this fact, the restaurant wrote on Facebook. You have to ask yourself, do you think that bullying someone is going to endear them to you? It's not going to make them rethink their decision, and maybe I should. No, it does not.
No, it does the exact opposite.
Exactly. It's going to push them the other direction.
Especially when it's delivered in that attitude, that self-righteous attitude.
Right. This is the way that I feel, so this is the way that it should be done, and that's the way it is. That's it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The restaurant said it had catered to vegans in the past, offering everything from vegan cream teas to special vegan bacon, which that's just an abomination. Vegan, no, just wrong.
Okay, many years ago, I haven't done this in at least probably 6 years, but I used to buy I forgot what it was called, but it was a burger, but it wasn't real meat, but it had nothing to do with the fact that I was trying to eat plants and not meat. It was like this fad diet I was on. And that was torture, eating that with A1 sauce and extra cheese and pickles and blah, blah, blah. I don't, and now they have genetically engineered, and I'm fine with genetically engineered anything, but I don't like it when you're trying to create beef from a vegetable.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah.
GMO.
There you go.
Yeah, no, GMOs are fine. GMOs occur in nature. GMOs, I mean, we have survived because of that. But when some of the self-righteous vegetarians or vegans, whatever you want to call yourself, I don't think they realize that plants are inherently, or the reason that most plants are on this earth are poison. They have, and a lot of our food and a lot of like the nice plants, we have engineered so they're not poison. Why do you think weeds go crazy when sometimes your grass or tomato plant don't? Because we have not messed with the weeds.
Yep.
But plants are inherently dangerous to us.
Yes, they are.
So what I loved about one last thing that the owner said, they tried the vegans for expecting a restaurant to adapt its menu to suit their preferences, noting that if the owners had gone to a vegan restaurant, they wouldn't expect to be served a steak.
Yeah, exactly.
No, right.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I don't know about England, but I've seen even in South Mississippi, I've seen a lot of vegan menus and vegan friendly places pop up. It's not like people don't want to help them out, but when they demand it, that's where I have a problem. We are the land of meat and honey. How are we doing, Rusty? We okay?
Exactly.
I think so. I think I got it figured out. I'm waiting on Knights to respond to me here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was talking.
No, you're
I don't.
fine. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. And I don't like to monologue, so.
Go for it, because I need to send Rusty something.
Okay, here we go. Everybody. Kissimmee pastor. Kissimmee is in where? Florida.
They're
A
making
Kissimmee
Florida?
pastor who teaches online ministry classes was arrested for exposing himself and performing a sex act on himself at a Starbucks, deputies say. A sheriff's office said they were called to the store in West Osceola Parkway between John Young Parkway and Orange Blossom Trail. Deputies investigated the report and found that a Kissimmee man was the subject of their investigation. Investigators said that the Florida man previously had similar charges that happened at the same store. On Monday, deputies arrested the Florida man and charged him with exposure of sexual organs. And this is our Florida man headline this week. It's Pastor Florida man arrested and charged for masturbating on Starbucks patio for the second time. So hats off to the Florida man.
Wow. Is there such thing as being a cophophile? You know?
A cophophile?
Yeah, maybe that's what grinds his beans. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't say that I've ever done that before, let alone twice.
No. There's another one, too. Florida man with no arms uses his feet to stab a tourist with a pair of scissors. Oh,
Wait,
Lincoln Road.
One more time with that. Say that.
Florida man with no arms uses his feet to stab a tourist with a pair of scissors. A homeless South Beach artist with no arms is facing aggravated battery charge after police say he stabbed a tourist using scissors he held with his feet. So, yeah.
Did the tourist have it coming?
Okay, let's see. Cesar Coronado was asking Crenshaw for directions when Crenshaw suddenly stabbed him in the arm and fled on foot. Authorities say. Coronado, visiting from Chicago, his vacation began with a trip to the hospital. So it sounds like he just startled the homeless man with a pair of scissors in his feet.
The dexterity required to pick up a pair of scissors and actually hurt somebody with it is, I can't wrap my head around that.
No.
But he's an artist, so I mean, apparently he's used to using his feet to do stuff like that. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's really good at what he does.
I can't imagine it would be difficult for him to be tracked down, though, right? All right. So who, sir, describe for me the man who cut you with scissors. Well, he had no arms, and he used his feet to cut me, and he was hanging out here on this street. Okay, so a homeless man with no arms, with art supplies is who we're looking for.
I don't know if anybody ever told him you're not supposed to run with scissors.
I think that was after, though, right?
Yeah. The Chicago man said, "I'm not from here. This is not what I came for. I came for a vacation." And I just said, "Do you know where this is?" But as soon as I talked, the only thing he reacted was, he just cut me. Officers responded to the scene and found Crenshaw nearby. Crenshaw said he was lying down when a man came up and punched him in the head. So he pulled out scissors out of a suitcase with his feet and stabbed him twice to defend himself. The Chicago man replied, "Why would I go and attack someone else? No, I wouldn't do that." It's like, how the hell did I get stabbed? Like, is this right? I can't believe he did it with his legs. I can't believe somebody can do that. But
I can
Crenshaw
if it's
was
not
booked
murder.
as, yeah, $7,500 bond. Attorney information was not available.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's your Florida man story.
Stories. Both of
Stories.
them wildly odd. Okay. Yeah. Melissa, since Rusty's busy there, you've got a kid, right?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever injured yourself on the weapon referred to as Legos?
Many times.
Yeah.
They need to have a spot at the VA for that.
Yeah. There's no good way to step on a Lego unless you're wearing shoes. I mean, barefoot. There's just no way to do that.
Mm-mm.
Last month, dozens of people were injured at a Lego amusement park in Germany.
Oh no.
Yeah. They didn't have a, barefoot fire walk of Legos
I
laid
was
out.
just
That
thinking
wasn't
that, like, is there a fire? Is there like hot coals involved in that? Like,
right.
what would you rather, hot coals or upside down Legos?
Yeah. Two trains on a roller coaster collided, which apparently is frowned upon. I, I don't know if
I
that's
don't
how it
know.
was supposed to be. They're opposing, crashing into each other. Yeah. One roller coaster stopped, and the train behind it didn't brake fully, so it crashed into the other.
Oh, that's terrible.
Not really the way you expect people to be injured by Legos, but that's what it did. Although it was the ride was called the Fire Dragon ride, so I guess there was fire involved in it.
Mm. I oh gosh, I hate to ask, was there any injuries, fatalities, or anything?
31 people were injured in the accident. 10 were
Oh.
children, one teenager, and 20 adults. No mention of fatalities.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, I
Still,
can't stand that.
the only fatality associated with Lego at the moment would be swallowing them, which we don't recommend. Just guys, don't swallow Lego bricks. They're just mm-mm. Don't think they taste very good either. Kind of plasticky.
Yeah, like Jason Goki just said, that's truly off track. Um,
I don't get it.
yeah, can we explain that a little bit? Can we
Mm,
take a deeper dive into off track and why it's so important?
huh.
Hmm.
Timmy the
I
pilot says stepping on push pins is exciting as well. I don't know why he would
mm,
know that.
mm. And when if sometimes if you step on a Lego and your foot is a little like not dry, has a little bit of sweat going on, and you step
Mhm.
on it, and then you pick your foot up, but it sticks to it, and then you step on the floor and you
Yep.
get
Same
re-injured
spot.
again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, um, Timmy just said something, I can't find it in the chat right now, everybody's already scrolled, but it said that he's kinda shy. He's he said, "I'm actually very meek and shy," which you're a liar. I don't think that's
I think he
true.
misspelled geek who lies. I mean, that's possible.
But
Yeah. I
ac
don't.
actually yesterday for, I heard a new study that was conducted by a bunch of, psych students and professors, but there was a study about and I have to I have a feeling there's a lot of our listeners, a lot of our jackholes have some kind of social anxiety. I don't know why I think that, but just think based on any kind of population, there's some people that have social anxiety. There was a study done because a lot of people do suffer with it. When you first meet somebody or in a conversation, and this is what they measured, your likability or how interesting you are. And the question was, how do you act around people? Are you more concerned about your likability or how interesting you are? And they wanted to figure out what people how they spoke to other people. Like when you meet somebody for the first time, do you try to be quiet and let the other person do all the talking, or do you talk a lot And what they have found is that people who talk more are found, okay, within a limit. There is a limit, because there are extremes, but people who talk
Cool.
talk more are generally found to be more accepted as likable and interesting, which is kind of counterintuitive to things that I thought. I'm generally really quiet, believe it or not, because I like to hear more about other people, want them to hear their story. But if the more quiet you are, you're less interesting, I guess, obviously, because you're not giving out information.
Right. Right. Myself, compared to my wife, I'm more of an extrovert. I consider myself a bit of an introvert when I'm around new people or talking to new people until I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
I'll kind of fade into the background a bit. I'll talk a little bit, but then once I'm comfortable, okay, yeah, then all bets are off. I'll just talk. I'll chime in. I'll make fun of people like Violet, Rusty.
I don't know you, but,
Yeah,
you look like Frodo.
right. So yeah, that's interesting. Um, I would have thought it would have been the other way around. The people who were more quiet would have been more. I guess what was the word? My mind went to more accepted, but
And yeah,
uh,
interesting and more liked. A couple of years ago, I put together this list of, I guess it's social etiquette or in conversation, because as you know, I love to observe human behavior and I love to study it. But when it comes to conversations, when you're talking to somebody, like a didactic conversation, if you tell an experience and then the other person tells about their similar experience, I think that's kind of rude almost, because you kind of overshadow the other person. Let them
mm,
finish or ask, have you had a similar experience? Because conversation should not be a competition. It should be to learn more about the other person. And if you should listen to learn and not listen to respond. If you're always thinking about how you're going to answer, you're never going to um, fully grasp the conversation that's going on. But maybe I'm overthinking it, but you know,
yeah, one thing that a previous boss of mine had said. He read a book. I mean, who reads a book or anything like that?
what?
Um, he had mentioned he read in a book one time and it stuck with him, and then he mentioned to me and it stuck to me too. When you're in a conversation, always pay attention to the last 3 words the person says, because you
Oh,
never
that's
know
interesting.
when the end of that statement is going to happen, and if you know what those last 3 words are, that means you paid attention to the whole thing, and then you can respond to that as a whole. You can remember that and recall what was going on in that conversation.
Mm, That's
Whether or
interesting.
not I do it, yeah,
One of the things that we learned in clinical school is to just, and it makes the person feel better when you summarize what they just said. Did
Mhm.
I get this right? You said blah blah blah, and it just generally makes the person feel better and listen to, because there is definitely not enough of that in the world. And I might have even been in this camp when COVID, when it really, when everything started shutting down, and you have people saying, well, I don't like people anyway, so I'm fine with staying home. Or on the opposite end, I can't stand not actually in the opposite end. People were actually saying this in the same sentence almost. I don't like people, stay away from me, slash people wearing masks. I can't see your face, and it's hard to find a human connection. I'm like, those are two different. So I guess, especially over the pandemic years, it's been kind of in style or cool to say, oh, I don't like people, or
Hey,
like
I
my
was in
dog
style
is better
before the
than
pandemic.
people, which my dog really is better than most people. But anyway, um, and I have actually found that false, that kind of exclamation, people suck or whatever. I really do like people. Like, I really, really do. And I always want to learn more, especially about different people I didn't grow up with, people that live in Mississippi. I love hearing people's stories. And so just for me, I don't think it's cool anymore to say, "Oh, I don't like people," because honestly, I really do.
Eh. Uh, eh.
I am an extreme introvert too, and I need to change that. After reading that study yesterday, I'm trying to think like, how can I talk more to perfect strangers, especially when, this is crazy to admit, but especially when you're in different socioeconomic status, different, social status, I guess, because, where my son goes to school, these people are, probably some of the most famous people on the coast. He goes to school with kids of the local radio people, the local news people, lawyers, doctors, and stuff. And then you got me. I'm like the jackhole.
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to hear what I have to say? But
Famous radio personality.
yeah.
Exactly. Right in.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on that. I love social science, but that's just me.
Yeah, being
So
social can be awkward and difficult sometimes.
Yes,
Especially
and
when I'm involved.
when what?
When I'm involved. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you fit in or not fit in. I think you just belong perfectly.
Yeah. Again, it's once I'm comfortable, then it's okay. We're fine. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I came up with. I am the semi-ambivert. Ambivert's the combination of extrovert and introvert, and I'm kind of like that.
So it's situation pending the situation,
Yeah,
or it
exactly.
depends on the situation. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. I know for oh, Kathy, yeah, Briggs Myers, yeah, that's popular test. I know a lot of employers use that test. I don't. I think it's a good measure for like a casual good measure, or for workplace, and it's fun. It's super fun to do because there are no wrong answers. There is no wrong personality, but
Does
it's
that
just
test
science.
involve a long metal rod inserted somewhere? Because I'm not up for that. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, actually, it came down from aliens, the Briggs and Myers planet, and it
Ooh,
came with anal probes, and that's how they can tell your personality.
no,
Depends on your facial expressions.
no, I'm good. I'm good not knowing. No, thank you.
I think there is, I don't know, sometimes with a lot of the studies, as far as talking or being comfortable in crowds, I think that I think everything happens from when you grew up. Like, you kind of mirror how your parents are. And, growing up, there's so much of this shame in my family or whatever. It's really hard to explain, but also every time that you've been ridiculed in public as a kid because kids are mean, and I'm sorry, that shit sticks with you
Man,
forever.
who's got time to count all those times?
I don't want to count. Did you ever like get called out for like farting in 3rd grade?
I don't know. I guess if I did it didn't.
You forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah, sure.
sibling rivalry could take a big time toll on that.
That's a possibility too.
And
Yeah.
remember, those of you that are parents of multiple kids, in my experience, parents are the ones that cause sibling rivalry, unless there is a, mental illness in the family, whatever. But I believe parents cause that.
And the way you fix that is focus all your attention on the youngest. That's how you fix it. Just knocks it out the window.
Declare a favorite right from the beginning so nobody
Exactly.
has to wonder.
Exactly. Oh, son, you used to be the favorite. Now this one is. There you go. So remember these good times up until this point. It's all downhill from here.
How many children do you have?
I've got 3.
You gonna have any more?
I don't believe we are.
Oh, I hear a maybe.
Well,
How exciting.
nothing's been done to make it permanent, so I can't rule anything out. If God's got plans for me, it'll happen.
I bet you love being a father.
I enjoy being a father. Yeah.
That is awesome. There's such a lack of that these days. Well, that's great. If you love being a father and you're good at it, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah. You know, my kids, well, okay, my sons liked the idea. My daughter didn't so much. I've been going to her volleyball games, and I've been suggesting that I bring, where's it at? There it is. My cowbell to the games, to cheer her on. Get some attention brought to her. She doesn't like that idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So, it's just going to have to be dad yelling at her name. Hey, go, go, go. That kind of thing.
No, you should do the bell, and you should get one of those horns. The canned horn thing. Oh, definitely.
Oh, I got a
that won't get me kicked out of that won't get me kicked out of the school at all.
Oh. Nah. I played 3 sports and my father never went to one of my games.
Oh. I remember years ago a guy came to all the football games, and he had taken a PVC pipe and stuck a funnel on the end of it, and then
delivered a package
like a horn. Let's get everybody wound up and blow this horn. It was the most annoying thing in the world. It was terrible.
When I see dads participating and getting involved in their kids' sports, it warms my heart. Like I melt. I am done. I love that. I love seeing that. So how are we rusty on the music? What's the verdict?
I don't know. Maybe I got it figured out right when I'm supposed to start the going out music. We'll find out. Whatever.
We'll know or we won't. One or the other.
Gosh, that was really deep.
Yeah.
Every day is the end of a million years.
It was all really frustrating.
I bet. I can tell. I could tell by the look in your eyes, and I can see him through those sunglasses.
The listeners in the chat have been very concerned about where you've been, Rusty. There have been some ideas going around about what you've been doing. None of them are, airable at all, but they were there.
They were making sure you didn't go to Florida to go to a Starbucks because there was plaster there and stuff.
I don't know. We'll find out, but maybe this will end when it's supposed to. I don't know. Timmy, go look it up for us. Y'all stick around. We'll be back and stuff for 2 and 2.
Well, it's easy now, right?
Yeah, if I have to, I can.
Well, I'm just saying
I can move it and start it, when I'm supposed to.
80325, yeah.
So,
I mean, if you're gonna rely on that one guy for the timing for the show, I mean, come on. Oh, and I forgot I had a picture of the Legoland.
I don't know what the hell happened to the player just shut off and just disappeared.
Since the picture's for only the video folks anyways, you can see it now. There's a picture of Legoland. They've got, Legos. There you go. Don't say it, and I never gave you anything.
Great. That was it. That was bingo. And BTW, I'm going to call you out on this.
I do.
You give me the wrong freaking time.
I don't think so. Like I said, the music is supposed to end at that time. not start.
That was the first segment, not now.
No.
Yeah, you give me 7:28:20. It should have been
Good call.
7:58:35 is when I should start the music. That's what I was wanting, is when to start the going out music.
But I don't have how long. I don't have how long that music piece is. All I had to go off of is the music is supposed to end at 7:59:15. How about that?
Right.
There you go.
So 40 seconds from that is when I should have started them, and I did.
Yeah.
He said it worked out, so we're just going to leave it running. And
yeah. Whatever.
Man, that's frustrating as hell. Can't have a one time stuff go right. Not one.
Well, what's our name?
Yeah. Off track. Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know. This is all.
Sorry. Forgive me. I was trying to converse
it's not
with Melissa for the show, and
it's pretty damn frustrating.
A little bit. We persevere.
Sure.
And this, folks, is what you pay the extra money to see during the commercial breaks for the radio. So keep it up.
Right. Oh, when Stars Scream came back hanging out on D Live. What's up, Stars Scream?
Beep, beep.
Holy crap. Maybe we're kind of sort of on track now, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
But that's not who we are.
It looked right on the time.
We are OffTrack Syndicate. That's who we are. That's what we do.
Yeah, we are the world's greatest shit show. That's for sure.
So they say. Did you guys know that new words were added to dictionary this year?
Oh, no. I always want to hear those. I remember when ginormous was added. I was so excited.
They're ginormous. Huh. Okay. Yeah. 370 words and phrases were added to the dictionary. 5 of them include shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation.
Adorkable.
So no deflation. The word what?
Adorkable.
Is it so ugly it's cute? Like when they have the ugliest dog contest?
Maybe. I mean, that would be adorable, right? Adorkable. Sorry, I don't have the definition of it. I just have the words.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can speculate. That's fun.
We can speculate. That's what we do.
Okay.
Subvariant. Have you ever heard that word before? Subvariant.
I have heard that, and that's like under a variant.
Yeah,
That's the only
something
thing I
like that.
or like
I don't
less
know.
than a
I don't
regular.
know. The definition varies. It's hard to say. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Pumpkin spice has now been added as a phrase to the dictionary.
What?
Wait
That
a minute.
wasn't. That should
Pumpkin
already.
and spice were words in the dictionary. Put them together, and you've got pumpkin spice, and that phrase
Oh,
has been
it's
added to Webster's dictionary.
so now they're not two separate words; they're one compound word.
They are all three separate words and together as
Awesome.
a whole. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a-hole.
As a whole. Yes. And then also, ICYMI.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it, yes. The shorthand version of "in case you missed it" has been added to the dictionary for some stupid reason. ICYMI.
In case you missed it. So I should look for that on Wordle. And yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why? Not the letter Y, but the word Y. You know, the one in the dictionary is what I'm asking. It's a question. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it's the evolution of our culture.
Evolution is not the word I would use, but okay. Yeah.
Deflation.
The shrinkflation of our the shrinkflation. You know what shrinkflation is, right?
Well, when the water's really cold, I suffer from shrinkflation.
I was in the pool.
Exactly. I was in the pool, and I had some shrinkflation going on. I hate it when that happens, but whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Rusty, when are you gonna make the acronym for whatever? WE.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah. Think maybe I could get that added to the dictionary.
Yeah, that's what we need is Rusty talking more about his wee.
Wee is such a terribly descriptive, undescriptive. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. No, sir, I don't like it.
It paints a very specific picture,
right? And yeah,
and unfortunately, it's a small one.
And it looks like Timmy the Pilot in the chat is having a stroke right now. Gob Tabapophy. I don't know. He something's wrong.
He's anachronism words.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got for us, Rusty?
Oh, thank you for warning me.
Now that you joined us.
Yeah, I know. I was working on stuff. All right, so I guess I've got some patent drops from patentdrop.substack.com. So one of this last week's patents is Humane, a laser projecting wearable.
Laser
projecting
wearable.
Humane is a new computing company started by Apple OGs Imran Chaudhry and Bethany Bongiorno is what it looks like. Bongiorno.
Good morning.
Nailed it.
Right. The company has been shrouded in mystery for a while, but hype is building up around what they're cooking up. To peel back the mystery a little, looking into an old patent filing that was made public in April 2021. Humane is a list of companies that this person is tracking. So Humane looks to be building a computing device that is worn on clothing and projects an interface onto surfaces and uses cameras and microphones to capture context and a depth sensor to track hand gestures. Firstly, the device can easily and quickly start capturing photos and videos from the perspective of the user. Humane is planning for people to use touch gestures or audio commands to start capturing an event. Imagine you're at a concert while watching your favorite band perform. You touch your device that's attached to your shirt and you can start recording the performance while also keeping your hands free. The form factor of a clothing wearable rather than glasses feels like the device can embed itself more deeply into everyday life. I don't know what that means exactly.
Yeah, so you can, you see people always have, they always have their phone out to record things, but they're actually missing the experience by doing that. Because
Well, yeah.
when you record a concert or whatever, you're not going to go back and look at it. And nobody really wants to see that crap on Facebook. So, yeah, so you can have the experience and record.
Right. Other interesting use cases with Humane device revolves around the laser projector. For example, imagine you're cooking, the camera on the device could identify the objects on the kitchen counter, then the projector could insert instructions on what to do with each ingredient, for instance, showing exactly how thinly to slice a piece of meat. So in other words, it's going to project from it like onto your food, like it'll look at the piece of meat and it'll project where you're supposed to cut on the meat.
I would not like that. I don't like anybody in the kitchen with me when I'm cooking, and if something is going to tell me how to do it, I'm gonna get really mad.
Or let's say you're walking, the device could project turn-by-turn instructions onto your palm. So you would hold it out there and it would project, the instructions onto your hand.
If you don't know what you're doing with your palm, I don't know that a laser is going to help you with it.
That would give new meaning to the term Palm Pilot, wouldn't it? It's like it's giving you.
Wow. That's a blast from the past.
Right?
That's back in the O's, the aughts.
Yep. The aughts. So you got your hand out there and it's like putting the instructions on your hand so you can see where you're supposed to go.
This is garbage.
The approach to providing a AR experience via laser projectors instead of glasses feels more humane. We generally retain eye contact between people, more control over when it's on, and the form factor provides a constraint against visual overload. I don't understand. That's a little more. It's just things that could be coming up in the future. So think about how much further this could go. So you could wear this, it could project the directions up on your windshield when you're driving. Where you could like see through it, that kind of thing.
Like a heads-up display.
Right. Yeah. But it would be like a personal heads-up display. So
nobody else can see it but you.
Anybody behind you could see it.
Well, yeah, I guess other people would be able to see it, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish Google Glass had taken off since the beginning. So those are the the glasses that have the little screen somewhere on them, and you look up and you have your own personal, whatever life-size monitor right there, pair with your phone. You can do the augmented reality, pull up a map, that kind of thing. You can wink or touch the glasses, that kind of thing, take a picture, take a video. I wish that had taken off. I love the idea of that, would have loved to have it, but didn't spend the money on it at the time it's actually around.
What happened to that?
It never really took off the ground. The only thing that it really stirred up interest in was the medical community. Doctors doing surgery, be able to have a video or some kind of a diagram of what they're working on to help them out with that. I don't even know if it took off from there. That was the main demographic that really caught interest in it.
Well, tablets, it's probably just not the right time for it because tablets came out like 10 years before it actually took off. The laptop, folding around where you could hold it was actually a thing like 10 or it might even be 15 years before it actually became a thing that people actually wanted.
Right.
You know, it kind of disappeared and then it came back, and now tablets are the thing. I'm thinking about getting a tablet now, and you can, I mean, that thing, it can be everything. It can be your phone. Of course, you look kind of funny putting this
Well,
huge thing.
Bluetooth. You
But
you
yeah,
you
Bluetooth.
could use it
Yeah.
on Bluetooth or whatever, but you're thinking about getting a Kindle or
Not a
iPad?
Kindle, not a Kindle, but just a big tablet, so that I can. My eyes are not what they used to be, and sometimes it's hard to see now on this little bitty phone. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Perhaps
so
the sunglasses are a detriment to your ability to see
now
indoors.
I only wear them on here because yeah,
Yeah.
I
You're
trust me,
mysterious.
I look better with them, believe me.
It's true,
And
folks. I've seen it both ways,
yeah,
That's
and
completely subjective.
plus I have a monitor up, and it's
but
better
true.
when I have my glasses on when I don't have to do this. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, augmented reality, like Timmy's saying, I think augmented reality and the glasses, they ain't took off yet, but I believe it's going to be a thing.
I
Yeah,
think so too.
Timmy also says, I want a tablet instead of my iPhone. Tablets need cellular tech. They have cellular tech.
that's what I tried to tell him. They have cellular in tablets. I just looked
Yeah.
up one the other day.
You can definitely use your data.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make phone calls on the tablets. It
Yep.
it can be your phone. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those elderly people, I mean, they have a hard time listening. It's
Well,
it's understandable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we have another member of the cast here joining us.
Oh,
Gilly
there's
wants to say
Gilly.
hi to everybody and Barbara. Can you say hi? No?
This
Okay.
is perfect. This is perfect. I've got a good story for this.
All right,
Gilly,
go.
all right, don't be scared here, but Melissa, are you guys familiar with pugs?
Yes.
Yeah, the dogs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know the issues that pugs normally have? Pretty sure it's breathing problems.
Breathing,
Yes.
yeah, because they don't
Because their
have
face is all smashed in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Comedian Andy Richter shared an MRI scan of his friend's pug. People have called it cute and terrifying.
Oh, is
And,
that adorkable?
and here it is.
Uh.
This dog is all eyeballs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, they, um, yeah, it's all eyeballs, and looking at that, the muscle tissue in there, I can understand why they have such a hard time breathing. And it's because the way they've been bred, if I'm remembering correctly,
Yeah.
maybe Melissa, you can enlighten me a bit more on this, but the way they're bred, the selective breeding, it has issues with their, and I scared off Gilly, um, uh,
Yep.
their issues with their health.
Yes, and it's crazy because some of the most popular breeds, pugs being one of them, and bulldogs and French bulldogs are, I think, the Frenchies are the most popular right now, even bigger than Labradors. But they are the most expensive to take care of because there's so many doctor visits because they can't breathe. They have respiratory infections and eye infections and everything connected, ear infections, eye, nose, and throat because of that.
Right. And looking at this, yeah, I believe it. I can understand.
Mm.
That is a scary MRI picture. Yeah.
Yes. Adorkable.
It is adorkable.
Oh, Jason Goki said my pug only had one eyeball. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So one of the problems with because their eyes bulge is
Mhm.
that they do pop out of socket sometimes. Yeah, that's
Mm.
kind of scary when that happens, and
That's
I love Frenchies though. Little French bulldogs, they are so freaking cute.
Yeah, a few months ago I had a gig watching one every day, but I had to cancel because the living conditions there were horrible. And I think they were lying to me. I don't think anybody ever came home at that house. It was just me going to check on the dog once or twice a day, and I couldn't do it. But there was no law. Like, I even called the county animal control, try to see if there's anything I can do, but there was nothing. Because if you take your dog to a to not a shelter, but a vet for boarding, like if you're going out of town and you want to take your dog for boarding, they only take them out twice a day, and the rest of the time they're in the cage. Why should it be different for a home or something? I didn't agree with any of that BS. But anyway, it was a Frenchie. It was a puppy Frenchie, and it was so cute.
Too much cuteness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kathy and the Berg, French Bulldog won the class. Bloodhound Best in Show. Yep. Oh, Kathy and the Berg has a cat with one eye. Ooh.
Rusty, I interrupted your patents. Did you have more patents you wanted to go over there?
Well, not really. No.
No, Timmy, you're not stupid. You just need to. It's just difficult to understand all the capabilities you have. With your iPad, you connect it to the internet. You can get an internet phone number.
Melissa, it's not the first time he's been told. So.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my place.
Yeah, I know a couple guys who have told him that, but yeah, well, whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
A wise man once said, "Whatever."
Yeah, exactly. So a Swiss retailer said on this Tuesday, yeah, this is a current story. How about that? That it's launching a coffee making system designed to replace capsules that produce thousands of tons of waste worldwide each year.
And they do. I mean, I love my Keurig, but yeah, there's a lot of crap.
Yeah, these are spherical capsules described as coffee balls.
Oh.
Yeah, they're fully compostable, unlike the plastic and aluminum containers, and it's coffee balls. Jeez, the company's name is Migros. Said that its coffee balls are encased in a thin, flavorless seaweed-based cover that can be discarded with the spent coffee after use.
Huh. Wait, what's the name of that company?
Migros, Migros.
Oh, wow.
Because I know
when I had a Nespresso, I ended up selling it because it was too expensive to keep buying the pods. But their pods were, every time you used it, your empty pod, you'd throw in this UPS bag that came with it and then drop it off at UPS. And I guess they would recycle them for you. But it was $1.10 for every cup of coffee that I would make with that. And that wasn't sustainable in my household.
No.
I love the coffee. The coffee Nespresso was pretty fancy, I guess, but I couldn't sustain that.
Even the Keurigs. I mean, the Keurigs, there's so much waste that go along with that. And the one Keurig coffee maker that I had, we ended up getting sick and tired of spending so much on that crap coffee and those things. We got the little cup you can put your own coffee into and make your one cup at a time thing. And then Keurig came out with a new version, which then scanned some crap on the top of the Keurig cup, and then you couldn't, whatever, you had to buy this very specific stuff, and it had to be new, and I don't think you could use those cups anymore to refill your thing. It's like, that's just, I mean, from a business standpoint, okay, yeah, I get it, I see it, because they're not making money off the coffee makers, they're making money off of the product, the coffee itself, those little cups. But damn, that's garbage. That's just,
yeah, I think that's what Nespresso is doing too, because a sleeve of coffee was $1.10 or more per pod, and yeah, that was outrageous. and the only way that I because I have a regular coffee maker, but I also have a Keurig, and I also have a French press, and I also have espresso makers because we drink a lot of coffee here. One pot of coffee is good for just in the morning, just to get, you know, us up and going. But once I don't want to make another full pot, so that's why I have the Keurig or a lot of extra on the weekends, doing a French press. But the waste that comes with the Keurig, I love it, I appreciate it, but it just kind of bothers me that so much waste comes with it.
So your coffee pot is like a 10-cup carafe?
12.
12. Jeez. Mine's a 4, and that serves us fine.
I want to take this last few seconds of our thing here to get everybody to run by Cancer Care Bags by Shelly with the EY on Facebook. This is a great little 501c3 nonprofit deal that creates cancer care bags for people going through chemo, and they're personalized for each individual person. It's a great thing that this is my friend Shelly that's doing it. She's went through cancer. She had somebody make a cancer care bag for her, and she fell in love with the idea. So now this is what she has devoted her life to do. And they're doing a lot of things in Indiana: motorcycle rides, dinners, stuff, making money to make these bags for people. You can go over there, Cancer Care Bags by Shelly on Facebook. She's got a couple links for Amazon wish list for stuff that they use regularly.
Yeah, I love that. You don't have to just donate money. You can just go to her Amazon and donate items used frequently. And when I was researching her, everything is absolutely personalized. She wants to know everything about the person you're making the bag for. So it's personalized and extremely thoughtful gift.
Yep, Cancer Care Bags by Shelly with an EY there on Facebook. All right, that's most of the show. We got one segment left, and maybe hang out. I don't know. It's hell. It's all hell. Oh, crap.
Did we have Shelly on at the end of last year or the beginning of this year?
Yeah, we need to have her on again. I'm gonna contact her. Maybe we'll have her on next week. She can tell some of the stuff that she's doing. Yeah, but it was at some time last year, I think, end of last year.
It was beginning of this year.
Was it this year?
We're already into September.
Crap, I don't know. I can't tell where we're at. I don't know.
My first show was the last show of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
really? You've been here that long? Jesus.
You know what? I think it was that one. I think the first one I was on was with Shelly.
Man, back in the day, when we were both living in Anniston, we were pretty tight. She worked at Pizza Hut with my buddy Louie, and they'd get off work and we'd freaking drink till the wee hours of the morning. And this girl could put away some beer, let me tell you. She'd drink us under the table. Thank you, Timmy, for checking that out for us. He said it was right on time, so that's good.
Timmy would like to buy an OffTrack purse to put his iPad in to carry it around.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'll make him one.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
And we're back to round out the show for this week. Melissa, did you have any well, I know we talked a bit about science stuff. Did you have any more science stuff you wanted to cover today?
Yeah, I can do a little bit of biology or anthropology
Don't know much about biology.
I really don't.
Rusty, who sings that?
I have no idea.
All right, let's keep it that way.
But look, for the tens of people listening, look, if you want to, maybe call in.
OffTrack Syndicate is taking calls on the wildcard line at 256-926-2390. That's 256-926-2390. First-time callers can reach the OffTrack Syndicate at 256-926-2390. 256-926-2390. Now, here again, the OffTrack Syndicate.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was powerful.
I like
right? That was that. We got that one guy from Art Bell. He decided to.
Art Bell.
Yeah. Or the other one. Who was the other one? Yeah, we want some traffic and weather. Yes, call in, Timmy. Jeez.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Melissa's biology.
Until they call in. So one of the reasons we know about wildlife, like animals, and their intelligence was their ability to use tools. Chimpanzees use sticks to collect termites. That was a huge thing. Crows use twigs to extract larvae from logs, and sea otters use rocks to smash snails. Now, that is definitely a sign of intelligence. And so scientists recently discovered they were observing some free-ranging, long-tailed monkeys that live near the sacred monkey forest in a Balinese town in Indonesia. So the monkeys were in in their place, and they have tools to use, but then they also found some objects, rocks, basically, that serve no purpose except for maybe playing, picking them up, banging them together. But after more careful observation, they found that the monkeys were using these for as a masturbation tool. And this story comes from the New York Times and others in other scientific journals, and they were talking about that the behavior with these, seemingly two rocks showed physical signs of male sexual arousal that lasted longer when arousal occurred, and it was basically observed on young male primates than adult males. And do you know what kind of monkey it was, Rusty?
Yeah, the one with the tail.
Yeah, no, they were macaques.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, the data is very convincing. What they found is that there was something sexual going on when they played with these rocks. They would.
I guess that's one way to get your rocks off.
Ah!
Boo.
Boo. The researchers theorized that the monkeys might have stumbled upon the genital tapping and rubbing while engaging in other seemingly purposeless stone handling actions. If true, that would fit with a scientific theory that tool use may evolve from playful manipulation of objects.
So they were playing with their tools.
Yes.
I understand. I totally understand playing with the tool.
Yeah, still unclear how much can be generalized from a single macaque population, one that is regularly fed by humans and therefore needs to spend less time foraging than other monkey populations might. But it's a perk of their leisure, since they don't have to spend so much time foraging for food, and so they have extra time on their hands. And so Dr. Visabergi, nailed it,
Nailed
said,
it.
when you have free time and find a way of using the stones for a given purpose, why not?
This is all speculation at this point, right? They haven't witnessed the use of the stones for that purpose.
No, they have. That's why it's published.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like pretty soon these macaques or other monkeys are going to be having these naughty nighty parties, these love parties, these
Tell us about a naughty nighty party. Is that like girls get together, naughty nighty, and like what? Tell us all about that, Mel.
like a
Hello-
pure
hello,
romance
tights?
party. Pure romance party. Yeah, AA batteries are encouraged and given out. Yes.
Maybe we can get Techru to call in and talk about something interesting because yeah.
But I really wish this girl would call in, my friend that does the pure romance parties, because she's also a certified sexual health therapist, but she's way too shy. And I keep telling her,
How can you be a sexual health therapist and be shy? How is that possible? I don't understand that.
I guess her talks are more in an intimate setting than with tens of people.
Hey, this is intimate. There's only a few people here.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got like 8 people watching, so there's that.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty frustrating.
Just the 3 of us. That's all. That's all there is. Kinsey has posted our number 256-926-2390 on the restroom stall. We should be getting calls shortly.
I believe this guy got our number off the restroom stall. It looks like it's Techru. What's up, Techru?
Not too much. I was just finishing off a pizza, getting ready for bed because it's the beginning of a long work week as opposed to a short work week, and just trying to figure out what else needed to be done. Oh, wait, I have to mix me some of that vitamin drink stuff. I've got the coffee maker ready. Is this interesting enough other than talking about monkeys and rocks?
Yeah, sure.
Are you making beer?
I don't have any underway yet. There's actually a brewer job I need to apply for in the next few days locally, which would probably pay half what I'm making now, but the current job is just absolutely freaking stupid. It's too stupid for the money. So
right.
Yeah. Nope. Don't got any beer on at. Well, I've got plenty on, but it's all very old. It's still quite tasty.
Have you been trying? Have you? Do you drink any liquor of any kind? Brown liquor? Are you?
Occasionally, we do have in stock some rye whiskey from Pine Bluffs Distilling, which is just down the road from me, along with some other stuff. I've been drinking gin and tonics because I use this very high quality tonic syrup that's made from the ground up bark of whatever tree that is that the quinine comes from. And of course, the quinine's basically unrefined, that stuff you can't talk about.
Oh, yeah. Have you tried? I have just recently found wheated bourbons and wheated whiskeys. It's got wheat in it instead of rye.
Oh.
I am really enjoying it. My favorite bottle so far is Larceny.
His first bottle.
Yeah, Larceny, and it's 92 proof. I got the small batch, and it's got wheat in it instead of rye. It is really, really good.
Maybe Melissa can confirm or deny this. Melissa, wasn't that bottle full when we saw it yesterday?
Yes, it was.
The damn near empty bottle he's holding up in front of us right now.
Either that or somebody stole it.
Wow.
I may have had a few drinks out of it. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, you should try some wheated bourbons. It's good stuff.
I will have to look that up. I do need to buy. So I've been trying to drink the commercial beers that have been in my beer fridge because I'd kind of spilled some of my own beer while trying to fill growlers about a month and a half ago, and I finally got around to emptying out the commercial stuff enough to get in and scrub the dried up beer from the bottom of the fridge.
Oh,
So
that sounds
now, yeah, so now I need to restock, and I'll have to look for some.
Yeah.
What commercial beer do you drink?
Usually stuff I've never seen before, or that seasonal stuff that I don't see, that I haven't seen recently. Like I do need to start buying up the pumpkin ales and stuff, which only come out this time of year. If there are some new breweries that I've never seen before, I'll usually grab some of their stuff. I don't like repetition. I like to go to places that and buy stuff that's just new.
So more of a microbrew. Like I know that when I used to drink a lot of beer, I know this time of the year, Sam Adams was my beer of choice, and I don't like a whole lot of flavors. Yours, of course, is premium, but but I found that Sam Adams among the other flavored beers were, I don't know, better. I guess I don't know if you would agree.
Yeah, used to really like them, but they once they expanded their flagship product, kind of. I don't know if I changed or if they changed.
Yeah, feeling.
But they have a few fun products I haven't grabbed lately, just because they're big. They're like the biggest microbrewery. In fact, the definition of microbrewery is always adjusted so to include them, because they do provide loans to small brewers, and they're oftentimes the stepping stone beer to the craft to other craft beers. So they're very highly respected in the craft brewing industry. So they will always be a craft brewer, no matter how big they get.
Would you say that what is your preference for beer? You know, they got people that like the IPAs, which to me are very, very bitter. Are you a bitter beer kind of guy, or are you more,
There,
like a full bodied kind of, little more flavor? It just seems like the bitter stuff, that's all people, the ones that like it, and I'm not down. I cannot stand a
Right.
bitter
Those
beer,
tend to
and
be
it
the
seems
more
like
seasonal beers.
the high hops beers are particularly bitter to me.
yeah, there is a tendency for brewers nowadays to just go ridiculously crazy with the hops, which of course the hops are what provides the bitterness that counteracts the sweetness and stuff, and they're just way off the scale into bitterness, and just shoving dry hops into the fermenters with the beer flowing out of the hatches. They're trying to pack more and more and more hops in. Does get a bit ridiculous. I don't like the really hoppy beers. A little bit of hoppiness is good, or what would be considered an American pale ale before you get to the India pale ale,
Yeah.
or the American India pale ale, which it's kind of the India Pale Ale is actually a British beer, because the hops also act as a preservative, so they'd put extra hops in the beer sent to India. So now Americans are making an American style India Pale Ale, which was originally a British beer. It's a beer style that's all over the place.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. So the Guinness beers, those types of beers, what is it about those? I've never had a Guinness. I hear people just rave about how good they are because it's so different, and it's more of
It's a meal.
yeah, it's like like a meal.
Yeah,
It's like a really full tasting beer. What is it? What are those? What is that type of beer called?
Well, that would be considered a dry stout, is what the main product is. There is another heavier, sweeter version called Guinness Foreign Export. And stouts are made with a lot of roasted barley, which is small amounts of of barley, of malted barley that has been almost literally burnt and ground up and put in there. The main Guinness product is actually kind of light in calories because the calories have been burnt out of it for the most part of it.
Really?
Did not know that.
But it is a stronger flavored beer. And I hear they one of my coworkers was just telling me today. I guess they came out with a coffee version, which he didn't think was actually very good. So if you see the Guinness coffee,
I want to do a little experimenting here. I'm going to implore that Timmy the pilot try to call in, and I'm going to try to add Timmy to TechRoo, and I think we'll be able to hear them both at the same time. So, Timmy, give us a call. Call on in here, and let's see if we can make this happen. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm really impressed with this phone call, though. It sounds so much better than they used to.
Yeah,
I could hear the caller really well.
I have to give that credit to Mr. Kinsey, who pretty much made me get this little piece of equipment that I bought, I don't know, 2 years ago and couldn't figure it out how to make it work. And he sat down with me, and for a couple of hours, we worked on how to hook it up to the board here. And yeah, it sounds very, very good. So yeah, thank you to Mr. Kinsey for doing that with me. He made it happen. I have to give him the credit, damn it.
So if I'm hearing this
hopefully
right,
far better than the telephone based appearance I made on the Higher Mammal podcast on.
All right, so let's see. I got
anything up on him?
No, he's on hold. So here we go. Merge.
All
right, there we go.
Over to the headset.
There we go. So we should have TechRoo and the Timster.
It's Timmy? The world famous TechRoo and Timmy the Pilot Show.
New phone. Who's this?
Timmy.
Wow.
What's happening, groovy guys and groovy girls?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now we have two people. Yeah, we got two people on the call-in line.
Wow.
There.
Wow, Tech. We can have party lines like we used to in the old days. Cool.
We can.
Yeah,
it's old is new again.
So what's happening out in Wyoming, Tech?
Oh, not too much. Just trying to get things wrapped up and head off to bed. We did do a large road trip, last month before we went to a furry convention down in Tulsa. We made it out east a ways. Somewhere along the line, I caught the Rona, but it just felt like I was adapting to a hot, humid environment, which is exactly what I was doing.
That's what I was going to ask you. When's the next furry convention coming up?
There's one coming up in Wyoming soon. I forget when it is because I totally lost interest when they decided they were going to have like mask requirements and vaccinations / testing requirements. I said, no, sorry. You're like the only event in all of Wyoming that's still dishing out the panic porn. No.
Hey, I just
a furry doesn't want to wear a mask.
Well, we can actually take over this show. You and I can take over the show. We
could.
You guys can just go take a break.
If you had anything interesting to say, Timmy, yeah, maybe.
Right.
Rusty, can you tell this mic off, please? Thanks.
No. So
somebody wanted the traffic and weather. So the traffic's fine, and it's wet on the east side of the country, and southwest side of the country is wet, and everything in between. Where whatchamacallit lives there in Nebraska or wherever that state is, it's really dry up there.
Actually, right as you're saying that, thunder is sounds like it's rumbling pretty hard out to the west here. I don't know.
Care.
That's crazy.
Ain't my problem. Anyway, back to Tech. Let's take it over, buddy. We got a few more minutes.
My 80 mile an hour zone is still running a little more than 80 miles an hour, which is exactly where it should be.
There you go.
we did have a pile up that burned a lot of semis while I was sometime last week. I don't know. We drove past the burnt spot a couple days ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So now, Kinsey, try calling the number. I'll see if I can add you. I think I can. I'm not positive, but I think I can add. Think I can add Kinsey in here. So yeah.
Oh my God. You guys sure stupid.
Here we go. Let's see.
Hang up on Timmy.
No.
That's how to get it. Listen.
I never get to talk to Timmy.
Hello, caller from Kentucky. Are you? I think you're on the air.
Greetings. This is OffTrack.
Okay, I'm still here. I still hear Timmy. Okay, all right. So far, so good.
Man, we still hear Timmy. Good grief.
Well, somebody's saying that Irish song. Was that a party? We got a party going on there.
Yeah, we do. We do have a party. Holy
party
crap!
Line.
So,
hi, Melissa.
Yeah, well, she left.
Lindsay came in and she left.
I don't blame her.
This is pretty great. We got a conference call bled into the show here, and I'd like to know how many podcasts have made this happen. You know, look, I think we're the first.
This is high tech. This is high tech stuff going on here. I'm proud of you, Rusty. You nailed it.
That's right.
I'll say this. I did share this online this week. You know, we started broadcasting live to Rumble. You know, we're on D Live, Facebook, YouTube, all at once. But we're on Rumble, and Rumble has started taking off in their popularity. I'm not saying it's because of us, but it's just a big coincidence if it wasn't because of us. Just saying.
What has he been drinking?
Yeah,
I got water.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep after the show, man. I got water.
I know. Kinsey, what do you got to say for yourself tonight? Where you at?
I am getting a little bit close to St. Louis. I'm just staying on the Illinois side of things over here, so I got a nice little delivery and everything.
Your weather looks good, by the way. So
that's good. Chris, you said that there was a train collision with having to do with the Lego story earlier.
Yeah. Train collision at Legoland. It's terrible.
Those are what you call train colliders, okay? Now, in the profession that I work in, we're used to semi-colliders. Whole different ball of wax.
Well, I'm used to hadron colliders, so that's pretty cool, too.
Stepping on British power plugs is far worse than stepping on Legos. I've done it before.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I got some strange plugs over there.
I want to take this time to plug shop.offtracksyndicate.com. You can go over there and you can find the bucket hat, the Freedom.
You gotta get a bucket hat.
Yeah.
Me and Erica's got bucket hats.
Yep. I think Heather has one. Somebody else has one too, but I can't remember who that was. But so there's some people that have our Freedom bucket hats. They're pretty awesome. It says high capacity. Is that the kind of
hat that the guy from that band Cake wears?
Maybe.
I love that band.
High capacity, fully automatic, large caliber Freedom is what the hat says, and an
American flag on the brim underneath there.
Yeah, it's got the American flag under there.
Show your colors. It's a great hat.
You can get the OffTrack Syndicate mug so that you can be an official hashtag derailed member. Of course, I have a derailed member. Anyway, so
derail member.
Shop.offtracksyndicate.com.
Yeah. Okay, I know we better get this up. You guys only have a few minutes left, so we don't want to steal a whole damn show on your time.
Don't forget about your other normal Mojo sponsors as well, like Romika Designs, because I had just got confirmation while on this phone call with you all that Ron has already received a message on a certain special care package that maybe get put together for Timmy here.
Oh, good God!
I've
heard about it. We're supposed to.
No, it's a secret. Shut up.
Well, Ron does not have them in hand yet, but discussions are already taking place with Ron.
Oh no!
And Ron knows to record that special, right?
That's
that's what we're waiting on here because we got high plans for that.
Okay, guys, I'm going back to sleep. I'll catch you later. Great show tonight, Russ. Great show, man.
Night.
Great show.
Great show. Quit lying.
I need to talk to Ron about some more pint glasses and some of those coasters he's been doing.
Absolutely.
And hey, he's got the OffTrack logo. You could get those personalized there. Get the OffTrack logo put on them.
Right. I
I
mean,
bet that'll be easier to do than them challenge coins.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Boy, this has been a hell of a segment. We got 7 people watching us. Oh, isn't that awesome?
You gonna try to get the rest of them to call in too?
Yeah, call in, people. 256-926-2390. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. You can't miss it. Right there.
I do know some people wait until tomorrow to watch or to listen.
Well, if it's not, on the 11th, then don't call because the phone gets turned off when the show goes off. So
some of those views are watching the second time, and as I always say, it's better the second time. So
is it really though?
It is.
Hey, Rusty, you want me to go back to the stall and put the time and date on there too for it, or just leave the phone number as is?
Do you want me to do what?
In the bathroom stall with the phone number.
Back to the bathroom stall and add that correction for what time to call.
Yes, go back to the bathroom stall and make sure that they only call in after 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Okay. So, we are coming up on the last 15 seconds here, and if you like cigars, go over to piratecigar.com, warhorselegacy.org. Go over there, support some veterans and
their families.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Cancer Care Bags by Shelley on Facebook. I mean, how bad can any of this be, really?
If you're watching us online, hit that like button, hit subscribe, share it, put us out there.
I don't know why you would want to, but whatever. Oh, yep. Thank God that's over. Thanks for watching us, those few people that are out there.
Thanks for joining us.
Love you, Miss Barbara.
This thing's still on?
Yep. Thank you, Tech Roo. Thank you, Kenzie.
I was just going to say that noise stuck around even after Timmy left.
Huh.
And stuff. Or I guess Tech Roo's still in here. You still here, Tech?
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yes, about to disappear, but I'm still here currently for now.
Thanks you, sir.
Calling, guys.
Maybe it's something along in there with the phone line with the way things are set up, because I didn't hear it at all with Tech in there. I didn't hear any background noise going through the show until they were merged.
Right.
So.
Okay.
We'll blame it on the cell provider.
Echo cancelers.
Right.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you. Bye, Melissa. I see you're leaving us. And stuff.
Okay, I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy.
Yep.
I
guess I'm going to jump over on Zoom.
You want to stop that?
Oh, shit.